welcome to another review on my Cavern channel. Today is an ARC review of the Mourning of Leone Manor by A.M. Davis. And this is an ARC review, so there will be no spoilers, nothing of the sort like that. This will be an overview, my initial reaction, and my star rating for it. So the only reason I actually discovered this book is I saw a post by the author on Instagram calling for sign-ups to be part of the street team for the cover reveal and the release of the book. So I signed up for it. I read the blurb, it seemed right my kind of thing. The cover reveal was on the 19th of January, which you could see on my Instagram posts. And I've been waiting for this to land on Book Sirens so that I can grab an art copy and read it, because it just seemed so much my thing. When I say I was on tenterhooks waiting for this to drop, I was on tenterhooks waiting for this to drop. It's published by Quill Crow Publishing house, which, if you've seen my other ARC videos, I've had some really good luck with their books, from the Quiet Stillness of Empty Houses, Violent Delights and Midsummer Dreams, Rituals and Grimoires. There's been quite a few of them that are really up there. So I really wanted to try what they had with their new offering. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. And this is the blurb. When death cuts Remy's marriage to Edgar Leone short, she is forced to confront his only living son and their romantic past. Forced to return to Leone Manor after years of exile, Ben quickly lets her know that he is uninterested in making amends. Forced to deal with his temper, her overbearing family, and let me just say they are overbearing, and the discovery of unsettling love letters written for her with no signature, Remy is lost. Haunted by his sister's death years prior, Ben is far from thrilled to return to his childhood home. With a wound far deeper than a mere chip on his shoulder, Ben approaches his father's death like a building storm. He senses something is amiss at the manor, and has a growing suspicion his father was murdered. As an inevitable passion grows between them, Ben and Remy fight to uncover the manor's secrets as the darkness creeping through the cracks in the walls threatens to bring them down. Phantoms roam the halls of Leone Manor, and where there are ghosts, there is also foul play. Now, I'll just get it out there right now. I loved this book. Loved it so much. It had absolutely everything I've been looking for all year. When the books that I've read this year just haven't managed to, get me over the edge, this one did, and then some. It had everything, and I mean everything I've been looking for all year. It has past connections, a brooding romance, mysteries at every turn, scandal, affairs, blackmail, murder, ulterior motives, dubious intents, family curses, lost treasure, ghosts who stalk the corridors of a brooding manor house, marble mausoleums, cemeteries, and all of this encased on one little island. I mean, in the first 3 pages, there was at least three of those themes I've mentioned above. In the first 3 pages, it had me hooked right from the very start, right from the very first word. I loved it. Simply put, I loved it. And what a prologue to the introduction of the book. In that first 3 pages, and that was 3 pages on my Kindle, which is like a mini Kindle, so it's probably the first page or so in a proper book. You had the scandal, the affairs, the dubious intents, and murder in the first 3 pages. Oh my god! I was worried a bit at first that it might not stick the landing, that it couldn't keep up with the pace that those first few pages had set, and it did worry me a bit. But I'm so happy that it didn't just keep that pace, it excelled it. Now, like I said, this is an ARC review. There won't be any spoilers for the story, but I can give you some of the vibes and, of course, my opinion, which is always given freely. Now, while reading it, it did remind me a few times of a few other books I've read, mainly of Wuthering Heights. Now, if anybody's read Wuthering Heights, this whole story just encompasses 2 houses and 2 families. That's it. The whole of the story, that is where you are. And this had exactly the same sort of method, and it had exactly the same atmosphere. But this just encompasses of one house, but still encompasses two families. Now, it's not that the comparisons with Wuthering Heights were slapping me in the face. They were just sort of odd little snippets, odd little tidbits. I can't go really too much into detail because no spoilers allowed. This is an ARC review. But the story, the way it's written, the whole atmosphere is very Bronte-esque. And if I'd been given the story on its own without knowing who the author is, I would think that it was one of their short stories. That's how good it was. That's how I feel how good it was. Now, I started reading this this morning, and I finished it sort of tea time, late afternoon. I couldn't put this down. I had to keep reading it. I had to finish it. I had to know, because for a start, for some of the mystery books that I've read, you can usually guess who it is early on, or at least for the ones I've read, yes, you can. And this one kept me guessing. All the way to the end, I had absolutely no idea who it was, no idea who was screwing with them all. And whoever I thought it was, then it suddenly wasn't, and then I thought people that might have a hand in it, suddenly they didn't, and the ones that I thought were firmly in the camp of, being trusted, completely weren't. And it just, at the end, the reveal, and then the reveal on the reveal, the finale, oh my god, I was enthralled. Absolutely enthralled. The writing is just so damn good. So damn good. I loved this book so much that I think I'm coming across that I really, really kind of liked it. But I can't praise this book enough. I can't wait for it. And not only that, when I was reading it, I wasn't here anymore. I was in the book. I was in it. And if those who are readers kind of know what I'm getting at, it's kind of hard to, I can't explain it properly. But you're no longer, you're not aware of your surroundings. And, a bomb could be going off outside, and I wouldn't know. I was too busy. I was in this book. I was walking the dark corridors of the manor with Remy. I was sat in the study with Ben in his brooding and his thinking and his trying to unravel this mystery. And I haunted the grounds of the moors and the cemetery with all the other spectres in this book. I was enthralled. And I keep saying that word, but there is no other word that can properly describe how I was reading this. It is just a wonderful, foreboding mystery that kept me guessing all the way to the finale, and then some afterwards. So much so that as soon as I finished it and closed my Kindle, I went to the Crow shop and pre-ordered it. And that link is down in the description below. But I loved this book. This book hit the first 5-star read for me of the year. I was starting to think I wasn't going to find one, and I was thinking that, it was me, that I'm just not in the zone for a 5-star, but it was just because I hadn't found one. This is a 5-star book, and it's not even out yet. But if this sounds like something that you would be interested in, please check out the link down in the description box below, and let me know what you think of this, and if this would be something that you would think of reading. And when it comes out, I will link the other selling pages of it down in the description box below as soon as it comes out. I can't remember whether it's May or June. I think it's May. I can't remember. I'm old. And as always, if you like this video, please click that like button. Remember to subscribe for all the new videos coming out. And as always, keep reading.